Hello, I'm here in Liverpool city centre on this busy Tuesday afternoon. Sun's out, weather seems to be picking up a bit, still a bit chilly though. I've had quite a good response from a video I done, Kensington and Fairfield, the Saint-Denis of Liverpool. People now understand more so than ever what I'm actually, what message I'm conveying here. People can see the cultural transformation taking place in Kensington and Fairfield, as well as across the city. Also, some screenshots and some really powerful words regarding what our forefathers, our ancestors, what they went through, what they sacrificed, so we could be here now, so we could inherit our Scouse inheritance. They were the trustees that didn't squander it away idly because it didn't belong to them. It belonged to people not yet born, which was people like myself. Now it's up to people like myself and people about today, young and old, to make sure that that inheritance is passed down to our Scouse children and grandchildren. It can't be squandered and thrown away. They're really powerful words, and it shows you some of the deprivation our people suffered, whereas refugees welcome. They're getting holed up in hotels and mobile phones and God knows what else. I'll give you an example. My poor mum, she had 3 children then I wasn't born, and she lived on Queen's Road in Everton in a 1 room with just a fire. She cooked, ate and slept in that 1 room with my dad when he was on nights, with 3 children when my dad was on nights and he was sleeping of a day. She'd have to go out with the children and walk round till my dad had a sleep and come back. There was a bathroom they all had to share with other residents in this old Victorian building or whatever it was, right? It was full of rats and it was a horrible, terrible place. My mother queued at the office of Councillor Smythe of Everton for 7 years before she was finally given a house in Norris Green. She was in Queen's Road and then she moved around the corner to Aubrey Street. That's where I was born, 1961. That was slightly better. But my point being is our people have suffered. They've been through it, right? We can't allow Kensington and Fairfield to sink deeper, to become literally a Saint-Denis of Liverpool. We can't allow Liverpool to follow, the rest of Liverpool to follow suit, because that's what's happening. It's not stopping at the boundaries of Kensington and Fairfield. It's moving further and further across the city. We must oppose this. And like I've said, it's not hatred, it's not racism. This is ours. And like the great philosopher Roger Scruton says at the end, it can't just be idly squandered away, because it doesn't belong. It doesn't belong to those people. It belongs to those who are not yet born. We cannot just squander this away. This, our inheritance, it belongs to our children and our grandchildren. And my mother, she's 90 now, God bless her, she suffered and struggled, lived in 1 room, just a fire. Just 1 room at a fire, and as you say, ate, cooked and slept in that 1 room. And they struggled and suffered. And when my dad was on nights, my mum would have to leave this 1 room and go for a walk while my dad slept. So our people have suffered, they've been through it. So don't give me all this nonsense about what's happening now to these poor refugees and whatever, right? We've got to put our own Liverpool Scouse people first and no one else. Okay, thank you.
What do you think about the narrative at the moment to people crossing the channel? How do you think that we should be tackling the small boats crisis?
I'm quite simple. Refugees welcome.